Hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello. Hey, I'm up, I think. Yes, I am. Cool. This is Shroud of the Avatar. Welcome. I am going to be doing some exploring to try and figure out if I remember how to play this game in any way, shape, or form. We shall see. Cool. So I have one teleport scroll. I need to find a recall scroll. And I may, in fact, have one in the bank. And there's a bank just over here. See who drops in. Checks out Shroud. Hopefully people drop in who know how to play Shroud and can tell me all of the things I'm doing wrong. Shroud or soda? No, recall. Yes, I want one of these. Don't think I need two since this is my bind point. Oop. Apparently I just took them. One, put that one back. All right, good. Good. Now, it's a trap. Crazy doors. Attack doors. Any kinmates on? I have some friends on. My guess is they know what they're doing. I have some guildmates on too. Cool. All right. Is it two? I should go figure out if I can do my Oracle test yet again. I think I got 10,000 daily bonus experience, which is pretty much my only method of getting a decent amount of experience. Now I will head out and see if cool. See if I have oh, these devotionals are here. I should use them. Interesting. Oracle test. Test. Truth. Now. Because I have stolen a bunch of things before I realized that was a bad thing to do. And a troubled youth. A troubled Ute. Full set of devotionals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Why is there 11? Doesn't make any sense. What are these? Compassion. Visiting these things gives you a a buff, but apparently it doesn't. Courage and honesty. Compassion, courage, and honesty. They don't give the buffs. These other 8 do. Honor. Huh. There's no buff, though. I wonder if that's because we're under siege. Oh yeah, besieged play our own town. Interesting. Humility. So apparently these devotionals don't work when there's a siege, and there's virtually always a siege. And the only way to get rid of a siege is to wait. I think. I haven't found out any other way of doing it. Interesting. Interesting. There's no hashtag for soda. I feel like there should be. Shroud. I could probably do at Portalarium. Would they be annoyed? Probably not. Certainly I'm selling their game, right? Hate self-promotion. Let's do it anyway. See what happens with that. Hello there. Becky the Town Crier. How are you? You got a nice outfit. Yeah, lots of available lots. Lots of lots. Lots of lots. Making tea. With my Christmassy mug. That music switch was a bit jarring. Oh well, polish. Game's not released yet. I'm not going to complain about little things like that. I'm sure they've got much more significant things to deal with. Alright, this town is under siege. I do have a recall scroll. Wait, there's another town crier. I think I've met you before. Free housing for all newcomers. Welcome to Baron's Reach. Hello there and welcome to the metropolis of Baron's Reach. That's a cool note. Hopefully we get some more people in here. So we are under siege, so I can't go anywhere. Hills siege. I don't want to do that because I don't know how to get out. I'm terrified of dying, so we won't. What we'll do is I'll exit to menu. Oh, you know what? There's actually a... Shroud of the Avatar. Discord. Haven't really used it yet. So now I think I can do this. Start on world map. No, this is just Portalarium streams. All right. Is there anything going to attack me here? Nope. So that town is under siege. So it will stay that way for a while. Hey, another player. Nice. BNN. Sorry. BMC. Who's BNN? Britannia News Network? Something like that. Maybe I just made that up. Actually, what level is this place? Wait, is there no scene here? I thought there was. Player-owned town. Serpent Spine. Oh, it's tier 4. Probably not going to survive tier 4. Almost certainly not going to. Upper Fortis. Tier 3. I could try this place. Worst case scenario, I gotta run for it. For faster travel, equip your coconuts. Yeah, I haven't done that yet. I should probably try it. It's a nice looking place. As long as there's no spiders. Spiders would chew through me fairly quickly. There's a wolf. Something leveled up. I have defeated the wolf. I leveled up. Healthy leveled up. Nice. I can definitely use more healthy. Strength of Earth. Oh yeah, I should probably... Wait, do I have that? I don't even know. Whoa! Another wolf. Sneaking up on me. Dirty rotter. Most of what I'm looking for is just trade resources. Other than animal hides. I get animal hides looking for wood and ore. Because the way to get wood and ore is to kill wolves and bears. Oh, I got them both. I think I can probably take them both. Oops. Fizzle. That's not good. 13 healing probably wasn't worth it. Alright, wolves are dead. I don't see any resources in here. There is some rocky outcroppings. I see nothing. Which is interesting, because I thought when I came in I saw some kind of equipment. Did I see equipment? I did see equipment. Oh, kobolds. A kobold mage. Wait, are the kobolds attacking? What is going on here? This guy's like firing at him. It's hilarious. There's some kind of like war going on here. I mean, hilarious from the game's point of view. Obviously, war isn't something that is typically hilarious. I'm sure I've been in Upper Fortis before, but I don't remember it looking anything like this. I guess it has been rebuilt. Alright. That wasn't nearly as interesting as I thought it was going to be. So, we'll try something else. We will try something else. Oh, they rebuilt the town of U. U is one place that I lived when I played Ultima Online. Wait. Where is U? I got a map. There's U. Hallowed Plains, Tier 2. Oh dear. Is this you? No, this is Moonglade. This is you. Enter area. Let's go explore you. What was it in UO? Or Ultima 7. I feel like it was a tiny little... I mean, they were tiny compared to these towns for sure. And I think this town was surrounded by walls. Now it's quite a bit different. Quite a bit different. Our house plot available? Nope. Owned but empty. This guy's using his house plot up. It's got a sack on it. Get a house, pitch your sack. Wildstar Enterprises. What's this guy selling? Nothing that I want. Although this is probably better than what I have. Yeah, no it isn't. Cool. Hey Gravity, how goes the shrouding of your avatars? My avatars are thoroughly shrouded. So is my mind, since I am trying to figure out how to play this game again. I don't know how familiar you are with Shroud of the Avatar, but it was a Kickstarter project that is now almost 5 years old, 4.5 years old. I'm like going around the outside of town here. So I've been playing it for like 4 years, but I really haven't put much time into it in the last couple of years. So I was trying to dust it off this weekend and see if I could figure out what I'm doing. Anyway, I stopped into this nice little town of Yu, which is a town of historical significance throughout the Ultima series. So I'm just looking around. Yeah, this is in UO. This is what it was like. It was surrounded by wooden walls. I'm sure it was. I used to have a house just outside of U in UO. This guy's got sparkly hands. Yeah, I remember hearing something about the Kickstarter. It's basically supposed to harken back to the old school days of MMOing. Yeah, I think that's what they're going for. It's interesting. What is interesting about it? It's an open world sandbox game. So it's a simulation type game. So there's no... it isn't focused on level, and it is not focused on gear. Anyway, I'm inside one of the towns in the game. This probably isn't the best example of what towns look like in the game. This is sort of a rudimentary one, and it's very empty. The game isn't released yet. It's the current plan for release, I think, is March 27th or March 28th of this year. The team is very good at delivering things they want. Like, they don't stick to schedules. If something needs more work, they just delay. They have no problem with that. So the current plan for release is end of March, but it may be later than that. And the one thing they've done, you can see it in the window. There's a Soda Early Access. No, it doesn't say it. I thought it used to say the release number here. They're on release. They must be under like release 48 or 49 right now. Because they release once a month. I think it's the last Thursday of the month. And I think that's what March 27th is scheduled around, is whatever the last Thursday is. But yeah, the game itself is... I was going to jump out and actually go and do some combat since... I'll just go find some easy combat. Oh, and the game, I can talk about this. The game is scene based, so it's not a seamless world. All of these banners you see denote a scene that you can go into. So this is sort of like you travel across the overland map, which basically means you just put on a lot of miles very quickly. You can't really get attacked out here, although there will be like kind of a, I hate to use the word roving threat, but basically there can be like a bandit or a skeleton or whatever, and if they see you, they can attack you. Then you get drawn into a scene, and those scenes are actually quite small. You basically have to fight your way out to leave. This is actually one of the bigger towns. There's 5 scenes that make up this town. This is Brittany. I don't jump in there quite yet. Again, because there's not a lot of people going along, and I'm not really doing any of the quests. I don't have much use for towns. This character was always meant to be a pure crafter. When I played Ultima Online, I actually played pure crafters a lot. They didn't have any, or had very little combat skills. Here's a tier 2 area. So I'm in I'm pointing at my screen thinking people can see that. So North Midmare Way, tier 2 adventuring area. I have enough combat skills. Brittany, are they expert at making spears? Oh man. I had to think about that twice before I got it, I'll admit. Very clever though. So tier 2 is fairly easy. They only go from like tier 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I will go into the default entrance. And my guess is that we're probably going to find some fairly easy wolves and bears in here. Should be fairly straightforward to take out. So anyway, yeah, it's scene based, so there's no seamless travel between these scenes. Oh, and it's dark apparently. Hey. Give myself a little light here. Alright, there's a large gray wolf. So combat's interesting because there's no classes in the game, but there's schools or like groups of skills you can use. And then the wolf will, if you want to get anything off the wolf, I don't think do they drop anything? No, I don't think wolves drop anything. You have to actually skin them, and then you get the animal hide off them. But here's the adventuring skills. So here's your combat related skills, your magic related skills, or they would call them magic schools. And then like tactics, subterfuge, taming, and focus, kind of utility or basic skills. So I'm in heavy armor and blades. So you go out and buy this skill, and then you just level up this skill over time, which is what this UI is over on the right. It's a whole bunch of skills going up. So you gain pooled experience, and then as you use your skills, you spend your experience to increase your skills, and the cost of increasing this number goes up exponentially or logarithmically or something. You can actually, it takes a long time, but basically you can actually master every single thing in the game But when you fight, you create a deck. The deck that I have equipped is this one, and it's just a very simple fixed deck. It always looks like this, but I can actually use what's this one? I can use a different deck that then draws cards. So you don't know what it's meant to be, sort of like a deck building card game where you go to fight, you draw cards. What is a will-o-wisp? And is this thing going to eat me for lunch? Apparently it doesn't have a problem with me. That deer didn't stand a chance. Yeah, so there's no, well, there is a level. If I look at my character, I am adventure level 41, and I think you can get to like 100 or something. I don't remember. But generally it doesn't mean much. As you go up in level, your power increases go up in lesser and lesser amounts. I don't know this zone at all. So I don't know what I'm looking for in here. Yeah, it's a cool game. I wish I understood it better. I guess that's why I'm here. Oh, wait. There's resource gathering. So I found a copper vein. Apparently I'm very good at mining copper. Boom, done. The one thing they do in this game that's incredible is the housing and player-owned towns. Player-owned towns are basically like an entire scene that is then controlled by players. Obviously, it's pretty cool for guilds to have an entire town to themselves. Oh, and they have sieges, so some of the lore, just as long as you master the fishing. Well, I do have, note that fishing is right here. I don't have any worms. I did some fishing a couple of years ago and then never went back. Fishing isn't a completely built out crafting system yet. They're still working on that. And I don't think I have a fishing rod. The crafting tree is separate from the adventuring tree. And it's the same thing. You can basically advance in all of them. All of them at once. So here's my fishing. So yeah, fishing basically just has fishing and bait recovery. Like, it's just not that built out. Mining's a little bit further built out. And then, carpentry, I assume that, yeah, blacksmithing is fairly well built out. Here's a town that's besieged. So if I want to enter the town, I have to fight my way through the siege, which I will immediately lose at, so I'm not even going to show you that. That might be a later experiment. Day and night matter. I'm not exactly sure why I have sparkles up here. I don't know if that matters. It's dark in here too. Anyway, one of the things I do is gather wood and ore. And this place is a reasonably easy place to get wood and ore from. Oops, excuse me, horse. Oh, and cotton when I can. There's some cotton. Oh, the besieged town. I should mention too, the besieged town kind of goes into the lore of the game. Oh, I changed decks. No, I don't know what I'm doing. Apparently I'm casting this fireball. And you can stack these things too. You can stack an icon onto another one and it upgrades it to something else. I do not know what I'm doing with that deck though, so I'm going to go back to the deck that I just had. This one. Nope, not that one. Now I lost the deck that I was using. Yeah, so clearly you can see how well I understand this game. I don't even know the UI for it. Okay, that isn't it. So it's not fixed too. Oops. This isn't very thrilling gameplay here, is it? So I slowly figure this out. They changing order on me? That one. That looks better. I think that bear is fighting a deer over there. The animals will attack each other. And they will leave corpses behind, which I can then go in and loot. I'm not asleep yet, so you've got one overhead. Oh, good. I don't want to put people asleep. I've been meaning to. I've been meaning to. Here, you'll fight me. Come on. To play this game for a while, and I thought, well, I'll do it today, and then I'll stream it, which will force me to actually put some time into it. Because I think for the last 3 months, I've jumped into the game and went, yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing, and then just logged out. Take the animal hide. Dexterity went up. Nice. Yeah, compared to a game like Lord of the Rings Online, there's no everything is much more subtle in this game, like much less explicit. Like even your target, like you can target things, but generally they don't want you to think about targeting things. Although some of your skills are single target. Obviously an archer. That's the style in most games. Yeah, no, fair. That's true. That's a good point. Well, I will. I'm going to head out here and try and do show you a little bit more of the world. If anybody's interested in seeing little other bits of the game, I think there's a free trial somewhere too. But I believe that Shroud of the Avatar free trial. Yeah. South. No. North. Yeah, I think the free trial access is quite limited in I think it's quite limited in functionality, or mainly limited in functionality. My guess is they haven't worked out all the kinks just to avoid people exploiting free trial accounts to generate easy resources in the game. So, but it might be worth trying out. Oh, the lore. I was going to talk about the lore of the game. So the skeleton that's over here on the map, that's one of these guys that will so in the overland map, there's these bad guys. I think that guy's pretty tough, so I'm going to avoid him. I'll see if there's a bandit. I can take out the bandits, I think. I can definitely take out the... I can definitely take out the wolves if there's a roaming wolf pack. See, a bunch of these towns were under siege earlier. No, they're not. I guess the besiegers must have retired for the evening now that it's night. Oh yeah, it's night. Yeah, there's strong day-night cycles in the game as well, which is probably why there's a skeleton out. The skeleton probably comes out at night, and the bandits might come out during the day. That was my doorbell. Hopefully somebody can get that. That was not in the game. Oh, here's a wolf. Yeah, so here's one of these. So when you're roaming around in these, on the overland map, pretty sure I can take this. Let's go find out. So this guy will attack you as you're trying to get around. And then you don't even attack it. You just get drawn into the scene. And you actually get dropped into the middle of it. But it's not a very big scene. Like this gate over there and then this gate over here represent the edges of it. And then there's going to be a bunch of wolves in here. And they are way easier than I thought they were going to be. I guess from the Lord of the Rings Online equivalent, this is basically a skirmish. I am going to take all the hides, though. Free crafting resources. All for me. It'd be nice if they sped up some of these animations a bit. Oh, got this guy's attention. Crits go fast. Apparently fire damage does way more damage to wolves than I thought. So the harvesting nodes for wood are trees that are yellow or gold. Well, they're not yellow. Orange. Did I fail that? I had a 98% chance and I failed. Ouch. Probably going to get attacked by this wolf and interrupted. Oh, there we go. One of the strategies that I use actually, these little instances have all this crafting resources that is just mine, and the mobs don't respawn. So it's kind of a nice little way to come in and get some resources. Bit of a predictable fashion. The graphics level is currently set to pretty much as low as I can go. As well. Yep. Here, let's go to good. Proceed. Hopefully that doesn't screw up the stream. Made it a little better, I think. Oops. Oh, some gold. Nice. Success. What? You get 3 nodes of gold. I usually expect gold to be 1 at most in these little easy instances. Oh, and I get a meticulous collection. So I get 2 strikes at it. 3 strikes at it. Nice. Nope. Just finished up dinner, so gonna head off. Thanks for the preview later, man. Yeah, take care, Zinger. Thanks for dropping by, man. We'll see you around. Hopefully in future scenes I will be able, or future streams I will be able to do more and do more interesting things. Wow. I'm getting meticulous collection on gold. Nice. So once again, I'm just hanging out in Shroud of the Avatar, trying to sort of get my footing again. I haven't, even though I played the game, I first played the game almost 5 years ago, 4.5 years ago. What was it, release 6, I think, was the first release that I had? Something along those lines. I'm sort of a newbie all over again, since I haven't played very much recently, so... And admittedly, this character is not very good. Not very powerful. If anybody does play the game, I have absolutely no problem taking advice from chat. I may ignore it, but I will definitely heed it. Getting a nice amount of resources out of this. More gold. Wait, what is that? Is that more gold? It is. Man, this thing was just gold everywhere. Did something change in the game that suddenly gold is now mundane and... I just get the luckiest scene. Unbelievables. More gold. Man. I gotta spend more time in these little scenes. The life of the crafter. Gather, gather, gather. I think this is the last thing. Head back to Overworld. Man, my tea got cold. Oh. Let's see if our player-owned town that I am part of is still under siege or not. Hopefully I can get back in easy enough. And I can. It is not under siege. Nice. The player-owned town of Baron's Reach. The town crier wants me to talk to her, but I'm pretty sure she has nothing to say. Oh, I actually have a guild chat going on here. I should say hi. I don't often see guildies in here. This is a pre-release game, so the population's a bit thin. Hopefully that will, hopefully that'll change a lot. So everything in this town is placed by players, including this giant yew tree and the gustball field. There's the cornerstone of our guild, the Bear Tavern. This game's got quite an interesting kind of mix of art. Sometimes I love it and sometimes I don't, but for example, there's a bunch of airships and stuff. These are actually player homes. So these airships off here are actually player homes that people have built. These are all player homes. This is a player home belonging to Willem. My house is over through here. So I have this house. It's a village-sized lot, but I have a row home on it because I was after the row home that had a top floor that's a greenhouse, so I can grow things. My vendor, who is selling a crapload of grown things, or at least cotton, nightshade, and mandrake root, which are useful in some fairly common spells. and scrolls. If you want to see a housing system that sets the bar as high as absolutely possible, it's this one. So everything in here is set by me, set down by me. The really cool thing about this game, for example, is that like this carpet, if I go into decoration mode, click to drag decorations option is enabled. I can then move things around like this carpet, and I can rotate it. Shield should probably go toward the door so you can see it when you enter. I can put it down. The cool thing is that if I take this basket and put it on the carpet, when I move the carpet around now, the basket moves with it, which is really neat. But basically, that's it. You place things and you put things exactly where you want. Although, admittedly, I do not want this basket on that carpet. You can set fairly advanced permissions on everything in the game. All of these decorations are containers. So this large cabinet is a container, and this is the stuff that's in it. Ditto with this thing. The light sources are all crafted. I might have stolen this one. But they're all usable, so you can turn the lights on and off. Oh, these are also lights. These are just parts of... I think I bought these lights. The nice floral stained glass. All the weapons are also decorations. So these are the old weapons that I used to use that I've now just hung up on the wall. And I made them some time ago. Books can actually be placed on a bookshelf, and later they can be read. Apparently this is Grandma Kellen's recipes. The first thing it calls for is 1 brain. I don't know. I honestly can't say that I've ever made this recipe. What else is in here? It's interesting. These things are all decorations. They move up and down on the wall. All these lights. This light's a decoration. One of the cool things about the game is they have a... obviously the decorations in your home get pretty crazy. The well's a decoration. And then it's also usable, so I can actually get water, because you need water to do farming. So I can fill a bucket with water. And now I have a bucket of water. Exciting stuff. I'm telling you, it's the future of gaming right here. Getting buckets of water. All of these are... all these planters are usable. I can grow crops in them, although I don't think I have any seeds on me right now. And growing crops takes days, typically. There's very quick crops that take 24 hours, except if you do them in the greenhouse, like upstairs, they only take 12 hours. Take half as long. So different crops take different amounts of time. This is also a player home, but this home is kindred. So as part of the kin that I'm in... Oh, I thought I would light up. So I am in the bear kin for the Bear Tavern. So this is our crafting center, and all our crafting tools are back here. So I was getting hides, so there's a tanning station. And I can now take all the hides that I was getting. I got 22 leather. So I need curing salt. Is this what I'm doing? I think this is what I'm supposed to be doing. So I need some curing salt. So there should be a supplier outside here somewhere. Maybe over here. Where's our supplier? One of these guys? Crafting merchant? This guy. So, curing salt, I needed, I think, 11 of them. And now I can make some leather, I think. I know what I'm doing. I remember what I'm doing. That's where I just came in. Whoa! What happened to me? Oh, apparently my tanning is going up. My tanning continues to go up. I think that's fine. Where's tanning's down here. Yeah, so if you just joined us, I'm just dusting off Shroud of the Avatar. I haven't played much in the last year or so, probably a year or 2 years. Even though I started about 4 years ago and the game isn't set to release for another few months. So I'm just kind of trying to figure out what I'm doing again. Going through some of my old skills to get familiar. And if you have any experience in the game, please provide any advice you care to give. I am willing to listen to it all. What else do I have here? I did get some... Now I have leather. Well, I don't think leather's of much use to me. Apparently I've used up my ingot mold, never got rid of it. I'm guessing you never repair ingot molds. Oh wait, there's like a recipe book. I remember this now. Recipe book. Can I make something? Like a weapon? Can I make myself a new weapon? I need coal, a metal hilt, and a two-handed sword blade. Oh, I'd like to be able to click on that and go to the recipe. That would be nice. Iron and two-handed sword blade mold. Oh, what happened? Matuz. Thank you for the follow, Matuz. Oh, bank. I need my bank. I'm hanging out in Baron's Reach. Why does this say recall? Oh, because I was looking for recall scrolls. That's why. Crafting. Ah, the inventory management part of our... Things auto-stack now. The last time I played, I don't think anything auto-stacked in the bank, which was super annoying. Copper ingot, copper ore. See, I've done lots of things. I got like 1,000 copper ore. I'm guessing that's a lot, but I don't really know. Gold ore, if I drop this in here randomly. Oh, it does stack. Nice. Well, now I can just do this. Don't want that or that. I don't think I need that. Sword blade mold. Blade. Two-handed sword blade mold. I want that. Iron two-handed sword. $64 or $142. Yeah, I should probably just build a new one. See what happens. Alright. Let's see if I can do this. Iron. I've got one iron ingot already. Oh, I'm going to need another ingot mold. That one's clear. Welcome. Thank you, Matuz. Welcome. Are you a Shroud of the Avatar player? Can you tell me all the things I'm doing wrong here? Oh, I don't want all of them. I suspect that plays too much. Just started this game the other day. It's nuts. It's nuts. Yeah, I haven't... I mean, I started 4 years ago. And then truly started around... server freeze. What did they call that event? Whenever they did, they said, okay, we're no longer going to wipe the servers. That was like in August of something. Was it 2016 or was it 2015? I just don't remember. I don't think I want all of these because that weighs 100. Yeah, this game is, it's hard. It's meant to be hard. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I was waiting for, after all of that, I was really big into UO and was really excited for this. Yeah, no, I'm the same way. I played UO for many years and loved it. I love the sandbox, log in, hang out, do whatever you like. But man, this game, there's not a lot of information out on it. A lot of reading. Yeah, it's going to take... I don't know as much about this game as I'd like. But I think this game is going to take the community to make it work. Like, I think people are going to have to get into the game, join into guilds, and just ask for lots of help from other players, because I think that's going to be the biggest resource for people that get frustrated and struggle through things, is to find other players and build community. And in a way, that's sort of the coolest thing that I had in UO was the community building aspect. There was no, I mean, there was the guild system. You could create a guild and join it. But really the things that the guild did, you had to come up with on your own. And like in the guild I was in UO, we wrote quests and advertised them, and people would run these quests that we built. You know, they weren't very sophisticated, and the rewards were kind of not worthwhile, but it was fun, and it was a cool thing to do with people. And of course, this is like 20 years later now. Now we've got Twitch, you know, Discord. We got all these other kind of great community building tools that we can rely on in a way. All right, I needed coal as well. Do I have any coal? I do not. And I don't have an ingot mold. I do have a sword blade mold. I think that's all I need. To have control in a world that is not yours. Yeah, for sure. This is our Baron's Reach. I got into this guild a few years ago. This is our player-owned town. It is, if I go to Soda Map, open up the map. Can I go up? Can I go up? I must be able to go up, no? Oh, here we go. Oh, no, I can't. See, I was hoping I could go to the overland map. Anyway, it's called Baron's Reach. It's north of Brittany. Pretty much halfway between Brittany and the northern coast. Oh, man, they lost my page. Is this a bookmark? No, that's the front. What's up? Oh, okay. I just got lost in the town I was showing off. Yeah, we're just cool people there. I've yet to find a home. Yeah, they are very good people. I don't know where you are in the world. A lot of our kin. I play Lord of the Rings online a lot, so I say guild and kin. It's the same word. If you're in Europe, a lot of our people are in Europe, so they play kind of at a time that is better for Europeans. And the guild leader, I think, is in somewhere in England, I believe. But yeah, it's a good group. They've got a. You're from USA, yeah. I'm even west of that. I'm in San Francisco. But yeah, I mean, it would be great if we get more people in here. There's not a lot of activity. I certainly think there's bigger guilds out there that have more activity. We are struggling with activity right now. There is a there's a Discord. Did you find the Discord for the game, for Shroud of the Avatar? I see people floating around, but it's nothing like a town in UO. No, most of the seen in a region is like 4. Yeah, it's so spread out. I mean, the thing is so huge. Well, that's what I was doing here. So I need 4 more iron ingots. And a chunk of coal. Alright, I need to find an ingot mold. Nope, haven't even touched Discord yet. Really just been focusing on learning mechanics, how the skill system works, housing, etc., and trying to make a little gold. Yeah, getting the skill system down. I don't know what you start with anymore. So if you just started with it, I don't really know what the experience is like right now. I have 67,000 gold, and from what I understand, that's basically nothing. I've heard of people pulling in millions of gold in a relatively short period of time. Same with XP. I have 433,000 XP, and I'm pretty sure the high-end players can earn 1,000,000 XP an hour. Ingot mold. Ingot mold. One ingot mold. Oh, I wasn't done with you. Sorry, dude. Cool. Let's grab some tin. All right. That's interesting. My recipe didn't notice that I now have those things. I wonder if that's just a bug. Oh yeah, if I change pages, it fixes it. That's crazy. Yeah, it's also a little frustrating to like try and get in, and it's like now I feel like I'm so far behind I'll never catch up. I doubt that I've earned 1,000,000 XP ever. Which is fine. I'm sort of a crafting type guy anyway, so I don't iron ingot. This is the tool that I want. Well, I can do a lot. I can do 10. I don't need 10. I just need like 5. Craft 5 iron ingots. That's crazy. How does that pooled experience work? Is there a skill cap? I have certain skills set to go down, ones I haven't been using. Once this crafting is finished, I will show you that. I don't think I must not be gaining in smelting. Alright, I have a bunch of ingots. So looking at adventuring for a moment, I'm in Blades. So I have 343 levels in Blades. So what happens is when you do something that earns you experience, it goes into your pool. And when you do something, I'm going to go to Strength of Earth, which is probably Earth Magic, right? That would make sense. Strength of Earth. So for example, I have this I have 2 skills in Earth Magic right now. I have 436,103 experience. And you'll notice that there's a little green line underneath Strength of Earth. So what happens is when I use Strength of Earth, that little green line moves forward. And when the cooldown's finished, I will cast it again. Oh, and now I have 435,866 experience. So this little green line moves forward at the cost of experience coming out of your pool. And you only can move it forward by using it. You have to use this particular skill to move this little green line forward. There's no other way to get better at Strength of Earth other than by using Strength of Earth. So and then it'll level up. So if I do this again, it goes up. It pretty much goes up guaranteed a certain amount. And the amount it goes up and the amount that it costs in experience is the highly variable part. So the amount of experience this goes up, the amount of pooled experience that comes out of this pool is higher depending on the sum of all these numbers. Basically, you can learn all the skills in the game that you want, except each little gain gets more and more expensive globally across all your adventuring skills. So if I hit this one more time, this is going to level up. This little indicator here is going to jump out to show me that that isn't using it. Using it here. Boom. Now I leveled up and it is now at 20. So this is now at 20. Excuse me. This is now at 20. So it just got a little bit better. I guess I should have shown you the stats too. Okay, so just that works just like UO did. Kinda use the skill, get better at it. That's right. So there were 20 skills in UO, right? Like there were blades, there was there light armor and heavy armor? I don't remember that. I remember cartography was one. Remember I was a crafter, so it was like there was mining and there was alchemy and there was lumber or forestry or carpentry. I don't think chopping down trees and building furniture were the same skill. I don't remember. But yeah, basically when you use a skill, you get better at it. Now, for things like armor, so I'm a heavy armor guy. I have a glancing blow skill going up here, and I have a deflection skill going up here. Now, heavy armor is both an active and a passive skill because when you're fighting, they weren't lumberjacking and carpentry. Okay, good. When you're fighting, your passive heavy armor skills get checked every time you get hit, and you might be able to deflect it. So if you get hit by something that is absorbable by heavy armor, your heavy armor skill is checked, and then your heavy armor skills go up. So you don't actually have to actively use skills for them to get better, because sometimes they just go up passively because it's a passive type skill like heavy armor. Same things with like subterfuge. I have trained dexterity going up. All it does is train dexterity. And I don't have to use anything in this tree. It's just like, it just sort of goes up because your dexterity is passive, because whenever your dexterity is checked, this skill will go up a little bit and it'll consume pooled experience. And you can set it not to gain any XP, right? So it will stay static if you want it. Yes, that's right. So if I get dexterity, my dexterity is at 39, which gives me, I hate these numbers. These are weird. I shouldn't say I hate them, but it's just kind of frustrating that my trained dexterity is at 39, which gives me 30 dexterity. It should at least give me more than 39. It's like, that doesn't make any sense. Anyway, it is what it is. So I have dexterity of 30, and for my particular build, I might be going for like a dexterity of 40 if I'm like a heavy guy or something like that. Dexterity is going to help me hit, right? Dexterity helps when you swing a sword. Dexterity increases your chance to hit. And I think dexterity increases your chance at things like parry and things like that. So dexterity has some use for heavy guys. Intelligence, probably Oh, here, it actually says it in the pop-ups. So all you need to do is hover over and read this. Determines a character's chance to dodge, chance to hit, and chance to land a critical hit with a physical attack. And intelligence determines a character's maximum focus, magic damage, and chance to land a critical hit with a magic attack. So I don't need a lot of intelligence. So yeah, there's a bunch of skills that are passive. They will just go up if you set them to go up. But at some point, you probably don't want to increase the cost of your other skills. So you want to say, that's it. I'm done training this, so I want it to be finished. Okay, so is there a stat cap? No, there is 0 stat cap. You can, I don't know what numbers each of these go up. I think each of these goes up to 200. You can fill out 200 in absolutely every single skill in the game. And that might sound incredibly unbalanced and unfair, but remember, I don't know why I'm going outside to do this, but when you fight, there's my current combat bar. I have 10 active skills in my combat bar, and that's it. Nobody ever gets any more. You have 10 skills in your combat bar, and that's it. So there isn't any point in learning every single skill if I'm never going to put it in a combat bar. So the cap, instead of having a cap on things you can learn, you have a cap on things that you can use in any active situation. Now, this combat bar, or the deck, is, deck building. I have it mapped to Y. I think by default, deck is Y. I changed a lot of my keyboard shortcuts because they were just different than other games and they frustrated me. But I can go and build all these different decks. So I have locked X. I don't know what all these do. But if I equip this deck, then I get different cards. So this deck, this fixed deck that I just equipped, it has specific things put into specific areas. So when things are drawn, they will go into one of these slots. So if I draw thrust, it goes into 1, 2, 3, or 4. It never goes anywhere else. So when I enter combat, there's nothing in my deck, well, except for these. And then I start drawing cards. And then I can spend the cards. I can use combos. So when you get green around certain skills. Now I can't. I have to use one of these. Oh, I can do this. Now this goes up to level 2, which makes it better. I can do this onto this, and that changes the skill. So then you get combos. Then I can use them. So I can do these two, and then I can use them. So forth and so on. That's just something you got to play around with combos, and you got to play around with deck building and whatnot. I don't know what I'm doing right now. Oh, that's really nice. If you want to have a PvP build or something, you can have to sit in your skill menu and rethink what skills you want. Yes, that is exactly why you would want different decks. You might have something called PvP. The nice thing about decks is, I'm going to go back to this one for a moment. I'm going to modify it. So this is basically when you use locked things like this, what happens is that when I use this skill, it doesn't disappear, right? It's immediately there, but its cost goes up, and that's what this red line is. So if I click on this, and then I click on it again, and I click on it again, and I click on it again, it's actually using more and more and more of my power. I can't believe I'm pointing at the screen thinking that you're seeing this, but it actually uses more and more and more of your power as you use it. So you want to let it decharge, basically, as it goes down. So you always have it here, but you can't just spam it. The cost of it goes up over time. I wondered what it was because it would work. Yeah. And there's no combos here. So notice that these, when I use a drawn deck, I get combos, but I don't get combos here. So I get a much simpler deck right now. So this I would call like my resource gathering build. It's like, look, I don't care about what things are going to come up. I'm going to be killing easy mobs I'm going to be killing wolves so that I can harvest the tree that they're guarding, and this is the deck that I would get. But what you might end up doing, if I go into this deck and I modify it, one thing you'll also see is that I can actually you can actually map equipment to a deck as well. So not only can you change a deck, you can also, when you swap decks, you can also change equipment. And so if I say these are my 2 best decks, really I should delete these. I have no idea what any of these decks are for. I haven't deleted them because I haven't had to, so they're just sitting there confusing me. So I can set this as the alternate, and now I get a swap deck button. And so when you go into a fight, you might look at your opponent and go, "Oh, my opponent looks like a mage. I'm going to swap to my deck that is better against mages because maybe I've got a couple of spells, a couple of buffs in that deck that would protect me from a particular type of magic or anything like that." When you go into combat, you can still swap decks. So even in active combat, so when you're in PvP, if you're doing PvP and you realize, oh man, it's all archers and mages, I got to swap to my deck that deals with ranged guys better. You can swap your deck at that moment and then get back into the fight. I haven't done any of those things that I just described. So hopefully I gave you good advice and some good information about that. It's a cool system. When they came out with the idea of these drawn cards, I love the idea. I really like the idea, especially the combos. And on the keyboard, I can tap R1 and 3, and that turns 3 into a combo. Now, this is a more powerful skill than what I had before. And not only is it more powerful, if I do R5 and 6, I missed it. If I make these two a combo, not only is it more powerful as a combo, it actually costs less. So the combos are worth understanding as well. And you can get to combo. Oh, whoops, that's not what I meant. Get out of combat. Go to deck building. Go to modify. Oh, and there's a tab here that says combos, and it will show you the combos you have available and how you reach them. So these are all the skills that I know. The lit ones are the ones that are currently available in this deck. Actually, this might be all the combos. I'm pretty sure I don't have all these skills. I don't have Douse. This might be all the combos. I can filter by school. Yeah, that makes sense. So I don't do air, chaos, death, moon, sun, or water. And I don't do bludgeon, light, pole, ranged, or shield. There. Now it's simpler. So now these are the only 3 combos I can do. And I don't think I even have Sawblade Sweep yet. I go back into my skills, adventuring, blades, Sawblade Sweep. Wait. I don't see it. I expected it to be here. Anyway. When I run into a snag, the game's not released yet, so I don't let myself get frustrated by anything that looks unfinished, because the game's not finished. If the game was finished, it wouldn't have this giant ugly yellow banner up here that told you what release build you were on. It wouldn't say early access. Yeah, that's the deck system. And generally, You're looking at a combo, not a skills. Oh, thanks, Vazas. Where was I? Why? Modify. Combo. Okay, so this is a combo that I can then... Oh, this is the combo. Duh. Facepalm. Yep. Yes. This is the combo that I'm trying to achieve. Yeah, Whirling Blades. I don't think I have Whirling Blades yet. No, I do not. Yeah, like I said, I was expecting to find it there. A plus B equals combo. Yeah, that's right. They just put it as combo equals A plus B. Now I get it. Okay. So that's cool. And I don't think I saw this before. I may have never seen this before. That might be new. But that's a pretty cool way of seeing the combos that I have. And you can combo any... The other cool thing about... Backwards math. The other cool thing about the combos... let's see if I can get these two heals to come up. Go away. There's one heal. Come on, draw a heal. There's my other heal. So this one is 12 to 17, 7 focus. And when I do this, it's 12 to 18 and 6 focus. So that's what I mean by you can combo anything onto itself, and it just makes that skill a little bit better. Now I can go to 3, and now it's 4 focus, 13 to 19. Anyway, there's a 4th. I don't know if it's going to draw it for me before it disappears. No. Anyway, there we go. So that's the combo system. It is... I really love the idea when it came out. Playing it for real, I'm not thrilled with. But I'm not, I got to give it more time just because it's hard. It's just hard to remember, especially using combos and stuff, because you get these cards and your bar always changes. It's hard. I just need more practice at it and whatnot. But yeah, it's very cool stuff. And I think it's an innovative design. I think we're going to see, how much of it sticks around and how good it is. They've been tweaking it over the years, so I think I think it'll end up in a good spot. Hopefully this game picks up, and when release happens in March, hopefully they get a flood of new players, and hopefully those players can find communities, and we can build out some cool communities and have some fun. But I'm going to call it here. I have some adult chores to do. I really appreciate everybody that's jumped into chat. Vazaz, thanks for pointing out my idiocy. I appreciate it. Metus, thank you so much for the chat. It was great to be able to show this game off. I must admit, I understand it a lot better now, having been forced to explain it. So that's cool. I never quite got my new sword made, but that's fine. My current one's not in bad shape. I do notice I'm in my bare feet. I don't know why I don't have any boots. Thanks for your help. Help me a lot. Oh yeah, no worries, no worries. We are in Baron's Reach. Yeah, Baron's Reach. If you're interested in this player-owned town, I wonder if my feet... Oh yeah, here's my feet. What's wrong with them? Equip. That's better. I wonder if I accidentally just unequip them at some point. Yeah, we're in Baron's Reach in this player-owned town. Bazaz is now following. Thank you very much. Thank you. Sorry, I'm going over here to get this. Hopefully I can copy and paste from here. So here is our guild. Whoa. This is probably going to be hard to do. That probably didn't work, did it? Oh, it did. There. That's our guild's Discord server. If you're into Discord and you want to check out Baron's Reach, Barons Reach is north of Brittany. We're a player-owned town. We got lots of lots. The town crier will tell me. We got tons of lots available if you have a player-owned town lot. Wow, we have a lot available. We're actually part of a grander organization called the Metropolis of Barons Reach. That's a number of player-owned towns. Our kin is called Bear. It's the Bear Tavern. But you don't have to be in our kin, our guild. You don't have to be in our guild to be. If you want to live here, just come and check us out anytime you want. All right. Again, I'm going to take off. Thanks for the follows, Vazaz and Matus. Appreciate it. And we'll see you back in New Britannia in the future. Take care, all.